Hello my friends, I have an update on the guitar that I'm repairing, and I also have some bad news. Bad news for everybody, including myself. I am gonna have to remove the fretboard. As a matter of fact, I already started scratching the finish so that it won't destroy the finish too much once I remove the fretboard, but I'm gonna start steaming it out tomorrow. And the reason being is that I tried a repair on the rod that I was feeling not so sure of, but I thought it was worth a try. You see, what happened was that the truss rod that he was using, the builder who made this guitar, was the I guess you could call it the nut itself was coming off, and it was screwed the other way around. So instead of you screwing it righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, it was the other way around. Lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. And I don't know why that is the case, but it's supposed to be welded to the piece. This is not supposed to come off, but his did. So my client, my friend that owns this guitar, in order to put it back on, he had to go lefty, and he ended up putting too much of a relief in the guitar by trying to screw that in securely. It says every time I would try to twist it to the other side, it would just come off. Yeah, that's how we landed in the problem that we have. So I thought to myself, yeah, a little bit of epoxy, it might be, if I help it straighten the neck, I might be able to gently, just very softly, get it back to at least neutral. But no, it's not moving. It's not moving. So that's what's happening with that guitar. Now, he did tell me he didn't want the preamp anymore. He only plays it acoustic. He's not interested on the preamp, so I removed it. No more banging, so that's good. And he told me that regarding the holes, I'm gonna make a plug the old school way. Yeah, I'm gonna do it with my lathe. Kind of like how you see Martin guitars with a plug that goes in the back, and that's where you put the strap. So I'm gonna do that. And for the top, where the actual controls are, I made this wood I used on the first autumn leaf, and it's what I had left, and I've been steam bending it, and I think I almost got it. Gotta steam bend it a little bit more, and it's just gonna cover the controls and make it look a little more intentional, a little cleaner. But what I'm going to do tomorrow, starting tomorrow, it's not gonna happen tonight. It's almost already 7 and the electricity is gonna go out again. So starting tomorrow, I am going to very carefully begin removing the fretboard. And how do you do that? You might be asking yourself. It's a very scary process, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong, but if it goes wrong, I'm gonna have to fix them, obviously. But the way it works is I'm gonna take an iron and wet the surface, maybe use like a damp towel, and start heating the fretboard, and then start introducing a palette knife underneath. I'm gonna start from the top actually, and I'm not gonna start here from the body, and begin removing the fretboard. The other thing that I think I'm going to do once the fretboard is out, and once I clean it and get a new truss rod put in there, I think the solution is going to be to add a solution to the action. Is going to be to add some thickness to the fretboard, meaning that I am going to maybe grab a similar wood, or I was thinking I could use walnut. I don't have rosewood, so it's going to have to be something similar. I have a dark walnut that I think I can get away with, and make maybe 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter veneer that I can put under the fretboard to more or less raise the fretboard up and lower the action. It's gonna make the neck a little chunkier, but this neck is very thin. You can clearly see it in the video. It's very thin, so I don't think it's gonna be that big of an issue. I've had guitars with way chunkier necks, and a couple of millimeters is not gonna make an instrument unplayable in any way, shape, or form. It's actually gonna do the opposite, because dealing with the belly, it's not that simple. Not without compromising some of the volume of the guitar. There is something that some people use to fix bellies. I've been doing some research online about it. It's called the Bridge Doctor, and the way that it works, it goes inside the guitar. There's I guess you could call it a dowel that travels from the back of the guitar to more or less to where the bridge is, and then you drill a hole through the top of the bridge and connect it to that dowel, and it more or less retains the top of the guitar closer to the back. And according to the things I've read, it does affect tone a little bit. It does reduce the volume, but it's not something I'm gonna be able to get over here. So I would have to make one, and I could. I don't think I want to. Not knowing, more so because it would be the first time, and it's easier to mess it up. Let's just put it that way. So I'm gonna do the shim on the neck starting tomorrow, and this, and the plug. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm hoping that when I remove the fret, I can keep, not the fret, the fretboard, none of the frets jump out, because I don't want to do a refret once I glue it back in, but that might happen. So this repair is becoming a lot more complicated than I wanted to. But anyways, for this vlog, I'm also going to show you more or less where I am with the guitar, with the finishing, a little update on that. I'm on my last coats, maybe one more day of spraying, and I'll have enough to sand and buff and make it look beautiful. So let me go show you. Okay, so here we go. You can already see pretty much how it's almost towards the end of the spraying, the back, everything looks even. Obviously, when you first spray, you do have orange peel, and that is why you sand and you buff. But like I said, I think I got one more day, and that will be done. I also got today to working on the pickup, and I'm winding this one up to 7,000 winds. So it's not super high output, but I don't think this guitar needs a high output pickup. And that being said, it's also going to be on the neck, so it should be great there. All right, so that's going to be it for this vlog. I'm very grateful to those who have been giving me some likes, and those last few dudes that subbed. So to you, I'm very grateful. Hope you're having an awesome Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.